Okay, so I was going through your resume. Okay, so I see there most of the things is being mentioned, and most of the things are related to core Java, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I would suggest you to write more things related to core Java. You have not mentioned complete things, right? You mentioned here C, C++, then PHP, then database MySQL, then Microsoft Office, and many more things you mentioned. So my suggestion would be for next time, whenever you are giving interview to anyone, external world, anyone externally, I would suggest not to write C, C++, and PHP. Only focus on Java and write some internal things of Java. What happened many a time, Shivangi, if you write all these things, they start asking question on C, C++, and PHP also. But that time you might not be prepared on that. Okay, you are getting point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first, if you are prepared, then okay to keep this. But if you are not prepared, you are not in touch with these technologies right now, better not to mention. Only mention Java and go ahead with some sub topics of Java like collection, multi-threading, okay, and many more exception handling. Like that you can mention as you are fresher because they will be focusing on those points, JDK 8, like that things you know. Like that things you can mention. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, everything is so promising. I can see. Okay, so no problem. Okay, great. Tell me something about yourself now.
Good afternoon, sir.
Mhm.
As per as per sir, myself Yadav Shubhangi Rajendra. I'm from Usmanabad. I did my BSc Computer Science in BAMU University. I'm completed my 10th and 12th
Slow,
in
slow,
Usmanabad.
slow, go slow. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm completed my 10th and 12th in Usmanabad, in Sri Patra Bhosle High School and RP College Usmanabad. Parallelly, I am doing MCA in Pune University.
Okay. Right now you're doing MCA.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you finished engineering.
No, sir. Now I'm in first year. I'm a 2020 pass out batch, BSc Computer Science.
Yeah. BSc Computer Science. Okay. Great. Great.
Yes, sir.
Great, Shubham. So I think you know many things of core Java. So we'll start with the core Java. You interested for
Yes.
questions of advanced Java also or only core Java?
No, sir. I'm just prepared on core Java in
Okay, okay. I
degree
can
as
see in your resume and I know also. No problem.
yes.
Okay. So let's start. I want to know what is difference between abstraction and encapsulation.
Okay, so basically, both are the OOPS concept. Abstraction is nothing but the uh, hide the hide the unnecessary things from the user, and encapsulation is nothing but the binding the data and code, that is a variable and method, into a single unity. Encapsulation is done by the private access specifier, and getter and with the getter and with the public in getter and setter method. Also, in the abstraction is done by interface, and VHU abstraction by interface 100%.
Yes. I would suggest you are speaking very correctly and good answers you are giving. And I think you have good knowledge also because just now you told about encapsulation and abstraction. I suggest to be slow, very slow. After every statement, you give some 1 or 2 second gap because what happens, you mix statements. Okay, so your interviewer might not be able to understand completely, but your answer is correct. Still, I want little pause, go slow, cool. Okay, no need to worry. I am here. Okay. Types of inheritance. Can you tell me the types of inheritance?
Yes, basically inheritance can be divided into 5 types. That is a single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. But in Java, we use a single inheritance, single inheritance, multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. Hybrid inheritance and multi-level inheritance is used by using interface.
Okay. Hybrid inheritance and multiple inheritance, not multi-level, right?
Yes, yes, sorry, sir.
Yeah, multi-level is wrong. That's what. Be slow. You will think and then you will speak. I know you know it. Okay, no problem. Next,
Yes, sir.
what you know about collection hierarchy?
Collection hierarchy. Basically, iterator it is a parent of collection collection interface. Collection is divided into three main interface, that is the set, queue, and list. That three are the basic and main interface of collections. Set contain duplicate value. Set perform the index operation to accessing array element, and in the queue perform the FIFO operation, that is the first in first out operation, and that is a list contain the duplicates element, and
So list
contain
can have duplicates or set can have duplicates.
list can have duplicate element, set cannot have duplicate element.
Very good. Okay. So whenever it has been asked, tell me something about collection hierarchy. You told very correctly, but still I want to rephrase it so that everybody will be seeing this video and they will be knowing it. You are very correct. List, set, and queue, you can say. And list will be having duplicates. Set will not have duplicates. Then list has some classes like array list, vector, and linked list. That also you can tell. Okay. Set will have has set, link has set, reset. Okay, and then for queue you can tell the some classes, and then just differences between list and set. Okay, no problem. So now how to iterate list?
How to iterate list? List iterate by using also for each loop. It is using by also iterator. Iterator. Yes.
Very good. Anything you know more?
Iterate.
Iterator
We
for
can
each loop
list iterator.
and list. Very good. Three ways. Okay, but there may be
Yes, sir.
multiple ways. But rather saying three ways, you should say we can iterate by using for each, iterator, and list iterator. Don't say three ways because there will be multiple ways. Okay, if there is multiple
Yes.
ways and if you doesn't know that, then that count will make a problem. So better speak like that. What you said is very correct. Iterator, list iterator, and for each loop. Okay. How to iterate hash map?
Hash map is iterate by using a kit. That is the by using the kit set method. By using set in the angle bracket, we had to use the upper class, and then key is equal to set dot key set, means HM. We had to use the object, reference object.
Okay. So I think you are correct. You prepared very well, but give this answer with very, in a matured way. Like you should say, firstly, we need to take out keys from hash map in the form of set. Okay. Don't need to say angular brackets and all. Okay. That while if you are getting taught by someone, he might say like angular bracket or something. But you should not say while giving interview. What you should say, you should be taking out all the keys of the hash map out. Okay, they iterate over the keys and pass every key into the hash map by using a get method. Okay,
Okay.
getting Subhagi? By using get
Yes.
method. So you pass key, you are going to get value in that case. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you said same thing. Also described here, but in proper mature way you need to speak that. Very good. Then what is the difference between static and final?
Static and final. Both are the keyword which is used in Java. Static, it is the static is used for once for the memory management, before main method, stack block will be executed, and final is used for the fix the variable or block variable or class. Class is used. Finally is used for very
It's a
perfectly
final.
in Java.
Okay, it's a final keyword,
Final.
not finally. Sometimes we, while speaking, we say finally. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Yes. Static is a the use of static keyword is for it is a non-accessible keyword in Java, and final is used with a final. It is also a block. It contains also variable. Um,
Yeah, you're correct. See, whenever you're giving answer, give in this way. As in all interviews, I try to give answers also. Okay, so my answers will be more refined. What you should say, static and final. Okay, both are the keywords. You are correct. For static, static is used for memory optimization. Like one copy storage will be there. Only latest copy of the variable will get stored in case of static. Static members you can call by using a class name also, right?
yes.
Yeah. In case of final, just summarize in a way so that you will never forget. If you mix all the statements, then you will not be elaborate it properly. Say in this way, final is a keyword which can be applied to variable, method, and class. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you go ahead. If variable is final, then what we cannot do?
Variable is final, then we cannot extend it. We cannot
No, we cannot
override it.
assign. We cannot assign new value to it. If variable is
Reassign
final.
new value. Yes.
Yeah. And if class is final, then
We cannot extend it, and
very
when
good,
the
very
method
good,
is
very good, very
final,
good.
we
Yeah,
cannot override it.
very
And
good, very
in
good.
the
So
static, yes.
yeah, yeah. No, no, leave it, leave it. I understood what you want to say. So I understand. So what I'm saying is be very slow. Take very much pause. Okay. While giving answers, take pause. It's very, very important. You are saying very correct, but we need pause while answering. Okay. But there is no problem at all. See, what I said while giving answer of final, say final can be applied to variable, method, and class. Take pause for 2 seconds. Then you should say if variable is final, you cannot assign new value to it. Then again take pause. Then say if method is final, then what you cannot do?
We cannot override it.
Very good. If class is final, then what we cannot do?
We cannot extend it.
Very good. You know all these things, but only takes pause, no problem. Okay, very good. Now, what is the use of finally block?
Finally block. Okay. Finally, it is a block. Finally, it is used in the exception. Uh, Exception. Finally, it is in the finally block. We also add the multiple types of statements. Whether it is used for that code, just because of finally block is always executed. Otherwise, try and block is occur or not.
Yes, very correct. So what is finally block? If someone say what you said is correct, it is used in exception concept. You should say finally should be followed by try or by a catch. Okay. And this block will get executed always. Correct? Whether try block is
Yes.
executed or not, catch block is executed or not, but finally will get executed always. I'm just repeating your answers, okay? So that they will be more refined and you also can prepare and everyone can prepare on this. Okay, good. Uh, which is the supermost class in the exception? Highest.
Exception. Yes. Uh, Throwable.
Very good. Throwable. Okay, very good. I was expecting this answer. Throwable. Next, what is the use? What is difference between collection and collections?
Okay. Collection, it is a interface, and collections, it is a utility class. Collection, it contain multiple interfaces, whereas collections contain multiple classes. Collection contains like a set, list, queue interface. Collections contains classes, which is the array list, vector, linked list.
No, 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 no. You are very correct till now. Here you started moving towards wrong direction. See, till now, everything was correct. Collections is a class. It will have a methods, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you should say it has a utility methods and finish it.
Okay.
Okay. Collection is an interface. Collections is a class.
Class.
Okay. It doesn't have any more classes like array list, vector, or linked list. Correct. And here, very good. What answer you give? Collection interface and then list, set, and queue. Okay.
Okay.
You understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next. Uh, you know finalize method.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Finalize, it is a method. It is that method is used in the garbage collection. Finalize method is always executed before the system dot gc method in garbage collection.
Okay. Good. So finalize is a method which is used in garbage collector concept, and finalize method will get called automatically before garbage collection happens. Okay. Same thing you said.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Next. What is difference between vector and array list?
Mm, Vector and array list. Okay. So basically, vector, it is a non-synchronized. That's why it is not a thread set, but sorry, linked list. Sir, please repeat question. Can you
Vector
repeat?
and array list. What is difference between vector and array list?
Okay. Array list, it is in the 1.2 version. Vector, it is a 1.0 version.
Very good.
Array list, it is a non-synchronized, and hence it is a non-thread safe. Vector, it is a synchronized, and vector, it is a thread safe. While in such array list is internally using array. And while inserting element in array list, in the array list, memory will be decreasing by 50% of array. But in vector, when we can insert element in vector, memory will be extend by doubly doubly by its default list as per user's demand only.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
yes.
very good, very good. So you can say vector will be grow by 100%, whereas array list doesn't have like that feature. Okay, it can grow by 50%. But see, you don't need to tell about the array list because you cannot see that. Okay, so only tell about vector, that is okay. But very good answer, you handled this. Next, uh, can object be final?
Mm,
If you create any
No,
object, can it be final?
no, sir.
No. Okay, why?
Because object. Uh,
Do you know object class?
yes, sir.
Any methods of object class you are aware of?
Two-string method of two-string method, finalize method, clone method, notify method, notify all,
Oh,
wait method, clone method, get class method, hash code method.
yes, get class, not get to class. Okay, it's a get class method. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah, all things are correct. So I think you studied very well. Okay, you got time to study. Okay, no problem. Can you tell me something about overriding?
Overriding. Okay. Overriding uh, overriding is using in the polymorphism, whereas overriding it is occurring runtime. Parent class and child class method name should be same, and argument should be same. Return type should be same. Its return type should be same, and access specifier should be same or bigger than given access specifier.
Okay. Okay. You know annotations?
Yes, sir. Annotations, it come in 1.5 version.
Which annotation you know in Java?
At the rate override.
Mm-hmm.
When we override a method, then then there is a there is we can write at the rate override annotation, which is for just only user understanding purpose.
Very good.
If
Yes, yes,
you
you
if
are
we
correct.
cannot use it, yes.
Okay. What are the features you know that introduced in JDK 1.8?
1.8, lambda expression, and there is a stream API lambda expression.
Stream API, Lambda expressions, and anything else? No?
Mm, and,
No?
yes, sir. That yes, sir.
Oh, great, great.
That's
No
all.
problem. No problem. You know much more than expected. Okay. Okay. Do you know how to code? Obviously, you should be knowing,
Yes,
right?
sir.
You
Yes,
know how
sir.
to code, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's say you can control my screen now, okay? And I want you to write some code here so that these two numbers will get swapped. This is a very simple program I'm asking you first, okay? Can you see my
Okay.
screen?
Yes, sir.
So can you write down logic here so that these numbers will get swapped?
Okay. Swap.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
write down here logic. Okay, great. Yeah, it's done, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's test. No, it's not. Value of B should be 10, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 8 minutes.
Wait, I'll run. Yeah, great. Now, without using this variable, if I want to do, can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so can you change this code? Comment it, yes. B is okay, only A has fault, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so this was simple question. Now I want to ask you some more logical questions. Okay, so
Yes.
which programs you did till now? Means for which programs you did practice, or usually which programs you know? You know array?
Yes, sir.
Can you sort array if I ask you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So write down logic here to sort this array. You know factorial, prime number programs, or any other program which you have done till now?
Mm, yes, sir. Factorial.
You know it?
Yes,
Pakka?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Just perform here factorial of 5. Try, no problem. Factorial means what? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Prakash.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the factorial of 5? Is 24?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How?
No, sir. I think I'm wrong.
What is the factorial means?
Factorial means it is a given number multiplication up to 1.
Okay, like this.
5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1.
Okay, so how much it comes?
120.
Yeah. So it's not 24, but anyway, you try to put logic and I really like it. No problem. So you need to work on this logic building again. Okay. So this logic
Okay.
building is very much needed at your level whenever we say fresher. Okay. So
Yes,
what
sir.
companies are checking mostly, you might have seen people are taking only aptitude test before hiring, right? Only aptitude
Yes,
test.
sir.
Why? Because they want to see how much aptitude she or he has. Okay, so that's not a problem. So you can work on it so that I have shown you like simple programs is there. And if you are prepared and really you are doing hard work, so it is expected you will be putting a logic very correctly. Partially you have done. When I asked you swapping a number, you did it. I asked you to change a logic, you did that also. Okay, so that's not a problem.
Yes.
Next, uh, what is reflection? Did you hear ever reflection concept?
Yes, sir. Reflection in the reflection, we had to create object dynamically.
Hmm. We need to create object dynamically, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. How to create that?
Mm,
Class dot for name dot new instance. Okay.
yes.
Remember class
Uh,
dot for name. Okay. There you need to pass class name and dot new instance. Okay. What do you know about threading? What is thread in Java?
threading. Threading is nothing but the multiple functions are run at a time.
Yes. Multiple functions runs at a time. That means it's a parallel programming, right?
Yes, it
Yeah,
parallel
you're correct.
program.
How to create thread?
Uh, Thread is create by using start method, start trigger. That is the main method of creating the first is the class in thread. Uh, we have to use that in that multiple object like a slip. In that slip, we need to means just like a time of 500 millisecond or that. And then execution of at the execution of JVM, thread is run run parallelly.
Yes. Yeah. So you're correct. I'll refine your answer. I'll rephrase your answer. Okay. So my question was like how thread
Yes.
is being created. You should say extend any class by using a thread class or by using the implements runnable. Okay. I'm giving answer does not mean you are wrong. You are also correct, but I need to refine your answer so that everybody can refer. So what I'll say is thread you can create by extending a thread class or by implementing a runnable interface. And you need to override a method called run. Okay, and you need to write whatever job you want to perform in the run method and trigger that method right from the start by using a start method. Okay, you call start method, automatically run will get called. And whatever jobs you trigger, all jobs will get start running parallel. Got it,
Yes.
Shivangi?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Understood,
sir.
right? Yeah. So that thing that you already knew and you already told me. Next, you know anything about 1.5 version, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8? Can you differentiate at least one feature of every version if you know? Not necessarily, but if you know. Some of
Yes.
them you already
In
told
the
me.
one-
Some of them you already told me in your previous answers. So just summarize.
Yes. In the 1.5 version, that is the generic and annotation is there. In the 1.6, JVM and reflection concept is in the 1.6. In the 1.7, JVM and JDBC, and and in the 1.8, Stream API Lambda expression is there.
Okay, so here you need to check on 1.6 and 1.7. Okay, JDBC was there earlier also. Only some content of JDBC will be changed. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and some features.
Yeah. So
Like
in 1.6, you can remember like DQ is introduced, DQ interface, DQ,
yes.
array DQ and blocking DQ. All that these classes came into 1.6. Then 1.7, you can remember like switch statement, or there are many underscore in the integer variable and all. Okay. So
Yes.
you need to summarize all the features. Getting? Like
Yes, sir.
underscore, switch, and all. You just summarize them, but it was good. Next, you know JDBC?
Uh, no, sir. Means I have some
Okay, you know
techniques of
SQL, you
during
know database,
JDBC. I thought.
you know
Yes, sir.
database.
I know.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
what is primary key and foreign key?
Uh, Primary key and foreign key. Primary key, it is a unique keys,
Mm-hmm. Correct, correct. Go ahead.
and foreign key does not contain a unique key. Uh,
Mhm. Good. So primary key is good. Primary key is unique and not null. Okay. Foreign key is a key which is the primary key of other table and referred into the another table. Okay. Foreign key
yes,
is reference key. Okay. It might be a primary key of another table, but it's been
yes.
referred into your first table. It's kind of okay. What you know about database? What you know in database? Anything? Anything? Whatever you know.
Sir, actually, honestly, I'm facing problem of JDBC, which is
Okay, okay, you
I
already
also told
told. Okay, okay. What subjects you have in MSc first year?
I'm MCA first year.
MCA first year,
Okay.
yes. Which subject is it?
Yes, Core Java, Advanced Network Technology, and operating system concept, and database,
Okay.
and maths is open
Yeah.
subject.
So what is there in the operating system subject? Can you tell me in short?
Yes, in the operating system, there are multiple types of command which are executed in the operating system, as like mkdir, means make directory command.
Mhm. Okay. Anything else?
In the operating system, there is the internal structure of operating system, all the internal structure of operating system.
Okay. What you learned in your BCA?
In the BCA, I learned as like
Major
a
subjects,
C.
like 3, 4 subjects. Can you elaborate which subjects you had?
Yes, C, C++, then digital electronics, microprocessor, and microprocessor. Then communication skill is in
You
that.
know what difference you observed in microprocessor and Java? What do you see? What is difference?
Okay. Uh, Java, it is a coding language, but basically main difference is a microprocessor. It is a not in a microprocessor. We have to means it is a like this theoretical subject. It is the 8086 microprocessor, 8080 microprocessor.
It's a theoretical, there is no practical of microprocessor.
Yes, there is some practical of microprocessor are also in there. Microprocessor chips in there, and logic and circuits are available.
Okay. Okay. What is the use of input stream and output stream in Java?
Okay. Input output stream is used by it is the character byte and stream byte, which is the read and text, read and write data, which is the character, read character, uh, and
Yeah.
input output stream is basically used for creating file in our folder by through the coding, and input output stream, which is the serialization, deserialization are
What
also
is difference
available in
between byte
input.
stream and character stream?
Character stream can uh, basically stream, it is the flow of data, and character stream, it is the read a file by character, means in the content of that file is a read.
So you should say, whenever it is been asked, you should say reader and writer are two classes used by character stream, whereas input stream and output stream are used by byte stream. Okay. Byte stream can be used to read and write anything like image, PDF, or any Excel sheet, text file, or anything. Whereas character stream can be used for reading and writing to a text file. Okay. You are correct, but this refining should be there in your answer. But that's perfect. Getting point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then I have one more question, logical, that you have to solve. Okay.
Okay.
Print only, print only odd numbers.
Okay, in an array. So you given me control.
Yeah, I'm giving you. Yeah. Use for loop and all. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Do you think only odd numbers will get printed or even also?
Odd numbers, sir.
Really? Wait. Very good. So you did it. Okay, I want to print them in a reverse order. What you'll do?
Okay, in a reverse order. Wait a minute.
Output should be same, only what I want, it should be in the reverse order. Okay. No, I want everything should be same. Only I want same output in reverse order. Just think about condition.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, okay, great. So you know, I know you will be thinking it, but it would have taken time. That's why I just fixed it. But you understood these questions. Interviewer may ask you to change on the fly. He may ask you to change this, change that. Okay. So even if you by heart some logic, you should be able to change it as per your interviewer's need. Okay. Now let's say I ask you addition of all these numbers. What code you will change here? You understood my question?
Yes, sir.
I need sum of all odd numbers. What logic you are going to put here?
Okay, sum of all odd numbers.
No, no, I'm asking you sum of all odd numbers means you need to only, you are anyway printing these, right?
Yes.
You are anyway printing these. Okay. So what you'll do, I'll give you something. See, half of the logic I'll write, okay? Don't worry. Now you need to put here logic. What? Very good. Yeah, but it should print sum, right? Your logic is correct. Just print it, print sum. Okay, but only once I want this sum to be printed. Everything is correct, but this sum is getting printed again and again, right?
Yes, sir.
So where to write? Okay, now run a program. No, it's printed again. It's all correct. Just change location. Very good. Okay, so that should not be in a for loop, right? But good
Yes,
try
sir.
and good confidence I'm seeing in you. Okay, so like this logic, always you should be able to put, very smoothly. Getting Shivangi. And anyway, see, you have skill. You have around, I would say, whatever I'm asking, 80% you are solving easily. not a problem. Okay, only 20% you need to work on, and you can do that. Okay, this is just a feedback from me, and you can do that here also. I would say 90% you have solved things, right? Only 10% here and there. That too, it's very easily can be, you can overcome that. Okay, next, I have some more questions for you. What is constructor? Why it is used?
Constructor, it is the concept of that constructor name and class name should be same. There is no return type of constructor, even void also.
Good. Even void also. Yes.
There is no
How
return type.
to call constructor?
Uh, how to call constructor? By using object.
Yeah, by
By
creating.
using class name
No, 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 you are correct. Don't get
by
confused. Yeah, by creating an object. Okay. Shwag, you there? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is difference between super
Hello,
and
sir.
yes, yes, I'm able to hear you. Your correct answer. You gave correct answer. What is difference between super and this?
Yes. Super. It is the super. It is the used for the parent class, and this is the accessible, and it is the used for current class. This class it used for prevent ambiguity. Whether as super it does not used for prevent the ambiguity. Super it whether as class super can be used for variable class inner class.
Okay. What is difference
Local
between? Yeah,
variable.
I got it. I got it. You are very correct. What is the difference between string buffer, and string builder?
Yes. So basically, string it is a immutable class. String buffer and string builder it is a mutable class. String is used when there is there is no change in our code. String. Um,
Correct. String is immutable. You mean to say string buffer is mutable, right?
yes, mutable. String builder also is
Which is
mutable.
best to use? String buffer, or string builder?
String buffer.
Yeah. So best is string builder, which comes after 1.5. Okay. If you compare string and string buffer, then string buffer should be used. But when you compare all across three, string buffer, and string builder, you should be using a string builder. Okay. Yeah. So Shwangi, I covered a lot of things. Okay, in interview, and I'm very happy that you have answered many of the questions. You correct my
Thank you.
all the questions, and I saw your confidence also. It's been boosted. I hope you are seeing all my interview videos also. Other videos also you might have referred, right? So
Yes, sir.
would be great if you keep those visiting so that you will improve on yourself. And my feedback is only for logical. Okay, and I already gave you feedback at the beginning, and you followed that, like taking a pause between the statements and all, and you started doing that. Okay, and it's really great. Okay, so overall things are good. Okay, uh, I liked it. Many of the people are giving interview, but not at par as you. So congratulations. Most of the things I liked. And what highlighted factor here, and what major factor I want to highlight for all, you are MCF first year. Okay,
Yes,
you
sir.
are MCF first year. You have long way to go. 2 years still there. I think MC is of 2 year or 3 years.
2 years, sir.
Oh, so you have 1 year to go again. Okay, so you have a lot of time to grow, and I believe that you'll be obviously growing in that time. Okay, so many people, those who are passed out, they are also seeing this video, and uh, really I want them to improve, because you are into first year and giving these many answers. It's really awesome. Okay, okay, Shwangi, I liked your
Thank you.
interview. Okay, and hope this interview was helpful to you. Is that Shwangi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Okay, then Shvangi, thank
A
you.
great experience.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
thank you, Shvangi. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you. Bye bye. So you have seen here uh, the candidate of which we are taking interview was just first year candidate, MCA first year. Many people, those who are MCA passed out, they need job, and we hope they will be doing hard work for giving us. Many people I observed, I'm taking interview daily. Some interviews I post on YouTube, some interviews I post on Facebook, and some even I don't post. So what I'm saying, I see lacking of knowledge, lacking of preparation, lacking of seriousness in many candidates. By seeing these interviews, you can motivate yourself, because these are first year candidates, and how they are answering, you can check how their depth of knowledge, how they are confident, how they want to come in front of camera, in front of an interviewer like us, like me or anybody. So see that confidence. And my advice to all freshers, do what she has done, and always send me request for taking any interview if you want. Thank you. Thank you, guys.